cowboy hat?
I figured I'd try to illustrate my point, Iron Man, that wearing a cowboy hat in New York City is sort of akin to wearing a yarmulke at a rap concert. I will get my butt whipped if I don't get out of here quick.
Yeah.
It's like wearing a turban in Birmingham, Alabama. It's just ridiculous. By the way, the people out in the street thought Dan Rather was interviewing that Titanic survivor from the Oscars just in the last segment, but I informed them that it was the Iron Man.
You have more people to talk to? Or?
Yes, I do. As a matter of fact, could you step up here? I have this young couple. They're married. And what's your name?
Jennifer.
Jeremy.
And you people are from New Jersey?
Yes.
Now, do you people believe that that President Clinton is guilty of sexual harassment?
Yes.
I believe so, yeah.
So you don't believe he should remain in office, or do you?
No, I don't. Do not.
No, definitely no.
Also, you people obviously haven't been polled by any of these major news organizations, am I right?
Absolutely not. I can't believe that anybody would think he should stay in office.
No, I definitely don't think he should be in office.
It's a disgrace, isn't it?
Absolutely. It's a disgrace to the
There's something to be said about being presidential, and the president right now is definitely not being presidential.
Right, he's turned the White House into a virtual whore house, hasn't he?
Something like that, yes.
When he turns into a house, he goes to Africa on a business trip to defer any sort of public relation problems that he has.
And to ingratiate himself with the African-American population in case they pop up on any juries, am I correct?
Exactly. That's what it seems like.
Are you people related to Charles McCord at all?
Hi, Mom.
Well, thank you very much. We appreciate it. Thank you. And I have this young gentleman over here. Sir, your name?
Tim Adams.
Tim Adams here, handsome young man. Tim commutes from Tampa, Florida every week to New York City for...
I work for an investment banking firm.
Yeah.
Several investment banking firms. I work for a consulting firm, actually.
That must be a long bus ride for you.
Yeah, very long.
So do you think the president is lying when he says he didn't sexually harass anybody?
I really am not concerned as whether if he's lying or not. I think that looking back in history, each and every president that we've had in the United States, from Ben Franklin on, has some sort of sexual relationships with other women.
Oh, so that makes it okay?
So that makes it okay?
Well, no, it doesn't actually make it okay, but I think it's a personal issue.
So you believe the president should remain in office, obviously?
Yes, I do. I think he's doing a very good job, and I think the United States is enjoying probably the most prosperous year that we've had in a very long time.
What if your boss took his pants down and asked you to kiss his private parts?
Well, of course, that would not work out, but...
you wouldn't be happy, would you?
No, I would not be happy.
But yet you still think he should remain in office?
Yes, I look at all these women. I mean, they're coming back now all of a sudden. Here they are. They're damaged emotionally from something that should have occurred or may have occurred years ago. And I sort of question their credibility as of...
So the bitches are lying, that's what you said.
Well, now get that stooge out there. Andy Rooney this week is thinking about draping an enormous condom over the Washington Monument. Andy?
Are you following the most ethical administration in the history of the country?
Oh, yeah.
I am. Remember when he made that promise? Goodness, what happened? Talk about executive privilege. It's okay, little girl. The patriotic act you're about to perform on me isn't like doing the nasty. I know, because I looked it up in the Bible I waved toward my adoring fans when I walk out of church, hand in hand with the first sucker. Oops, I'd better be a little more circumspect than that.
Yeah.
I'd hate to get lumped in with that great cabal that's out there, exposed by Mrs. Clinton, that red-eyed bunch of ape men, the screaming heebie-jeebie right that Hillary says is trying to yank down Mr. Clinton's hot pants once and for all. Look at some of these crazies publications I've gathered on my desk here, along with some photos of the conspiracy's leadership. Here's a wild one. It's called the New York Times, the loopy militia mouthpiece pretty much responsible for breaking this whole Monica Lewinsky outrage. Here's another, the Washington Post, same bunch of ultra-right freaks who brought down Richard Nixon.
Yeah.
Boston Globe, clearly neo-Nazis. Here's Newsweek magazine. Here's Time. Oh, and look at these madmen mugshots. This is Jim Lehrer, a bomb maker if ever I saw one. Here's Tom the Flamethrower Brokaw, Dagger Dan Rather, and Pete the Demon Jennings. And for goodness sake, the ultimate Fuhrer, Janet Reno, and the Department of Justice, and the entire FBI. Goodness, Mrs. Clinton's right. This really is a pretty darn vast conspiracy. How could any presidency survive such an onslaught from a cult of anarchists secretly spending their weekends with Mark from Michigan, plotting the overthrow of the government? Oh, one further puzzling matter. Do you wonder where the feminist outrage is over the way this fellow's been manhandling the office girls? I do. Did Kate Michelman and Patricia Ireland die? You'd think they'd have something to say about a college kid being disemboweled and stamped with a scarlet letter when they were falling over themselves to kick guys in the nads back there when Anita Hill was ground zero. But then I guess you can't blame them. After all, the Clinton gals do have those batty eyelashes, short skirts, and big hair. Well, let's see. The Clinton legacy? How about this? The comeback creep.
Let's go back to Times Square now with the executive producer of the Irish Morning program, Bernard McGurk, there with apparently another derelict in Times Square. Good morning, Bernie.
I have some fine, upstanding citizens right here in the middle of Times Square. And of course, it's appropriate that we would be talking about President Clinton here in Times Square. Yeah. The old Times Square image, I should say. Sir, what's your name?
Edward.
Edward, have you ever seen an old guy in a cowboy hat trying to pick up a hooker in Times Square? You've been working here for a long time, haven't you?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen an old guy in a cowboy hat looking to pick up a young chick in the new Times Square Disney style Times Square?
Not yet.
Not yet. Let me ask you this. Do you think the president had sex with Monica Lewinsky?
I don't really know if I believe if he didn't.
Have you heard about it?
Yes, I've heard about it. I don't believe he didn't because we all men, you know what I'm saying? We all do things that maybe we shouldn't do.
So it's okay if he did?
No, it's not really okay because he's the president. I mean, he got to uphold a certain image.
What if your boss hit on you?
If she got enough money, hey, why not?
Hey, let me ask you this. Are you down with the East Coast or the West Coast rappers?
I'm down with the East Coast, brother.
I hear you humming, yo. Peace out, man. You know what I'm saying? Stay black. Sir, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
What's your name?
Stan.
Stan, do you believe the president had sex with Monica Lewinsky?
No.
You don't?
No.
Do you believe he groped Kathleen Willey in the White House?
No.
Have you heard about any of these events or read about them?
I heard about him, on the radio and news articles on magazines.
Do you play three-card Monte in this area regularly?
No.
Not at all. Okay, so, well, these are some of the people who are responding apparently to these polls that we are perplexed about hearing. So you believe the president should stay in office?
Yes, I do.
Do you think he's in Africa trying to suck up to the blacks and who are going to be on future juries?
I don't know.
Come on, Bernard. No,
Okay,
no.
so thank you. We have one more gentleman. Sir, could you step up over here, please? Can you step up, please, sir? We have another respondent to the poll. Sir, do you believe the president had sex with Monica Lewinsky?
I don't know. I have no idea. I haven't been able to make up my mind yet.
Do you think he groped Kathleen Willey in the White House?
I don't know.
Bernard is talking to the mayor of New York City, Rudolph Giuliani.
No.
This is Mayor Giuliani. Well, what do you know? Hey, congratulations, by the way, on the drop in crime here in Times Square.
You okay this morning?
Oh, I'm fine. Yeah,
Nobody bother you? Or?
Nobody bothered me. We have the human scarecrow up on the Jumbotron there.
By the way, thank you. That's very, very helpful. The police wanted me to specifically thank your show and Don for, frightening people.
We know you're normally reluctant to share credit. Oh, we've heard that.
In this case, I share the credit for. Don is responsible for 2% of the 70% decline in crime here. We'll give him 2% credit for it.
He gets some credit for that. Now, are you worried that when the Cape Man closes, that crime in the area will go up? Hey, Giuliani, would you like to say hello to the Iron?
Is he there? In all that laughing, I think I hear his voice.
Good morning, Mayor
Don,
Giuliani.
how are you?
I'm
How
fine,
you
sir.
doing?
I'm fine, sir. How are you?
And thank you very much for all your help here on Times Square. It's very useful.
You're quite welcome, Mayor Giuliani. Thanks for agreeing
Thank
to
you.
endure all this with Bernard.
Laws broken, religion betrayed.
Nick in New Jersey. What's up, Nick?
Hey, Mike. I was just wondering with the Yankees and just baseball in general, do you ever see a team going undefeated in the regular season, being as dominant as the Pats and the Dolphins, where they run the table?
162-0?
Yeah, like a team being that dominant. Do you think that could happen in baseball?
Yeah, you're not serious, are you?
No, like we've seen.
So wait a second. Wait, have you seen anybody come close to 162-0?
Well, didn't the Yankees that one year come 120? And
okay, wait. The Yankees didn't win 120. They won 111 in the regular season.
But still, they're only 50 games away.
50, not a game, 50 games away.
Yeah, but they had 110 wins. They were good, but they weren't as dominant as the Patriots or other teams that have running the table.
So you think a team that you're comparing winning 16 games to winning 162?
Well, obviously football has less games. They couldn't have won more games.
The football has less games, really?
Yeah,
You think they have less games?
No, well, I know football.
Right, so they have 16.
16.
Right, and the others have 106. So you think a team could go 162-0?
If they were that dominant, yes.
You do.
They had like Harvey.
Right, so you think that
prime,
right? Because the best team of all the best team of all time. I don't know what team you consider the best team of all time. What team do you consider the best baseball team of all time?
Maybe that Murderers Row Yankees team.
Okay, now what do you think? Now that team played a 154 game schedule. How many games do you think they won?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe.
How many games do you think they lost though?
How many do you think they lost? Yeah. Maybe. Probably 40.
Right. So how would you get from 40 to 0?
Well, they would need to be a lot better, obviously. I just don't think that we've seen a team that dominant enough to take control of the regular season like that. I think baseball just has a lot of parity, whereas football has less.
So you think if you won like 120 games in baseball out of 162, that wouldn't be like dominant? That would be just what, like mediocre?
Oh no, that's a great team.
Oh, okay.
I agree that that's a great team, but I just don't think it's that level of dominance that the Patriots.
Gotcha. So you think winning 162, you think is feasible though?
I think it could be done. Okay. Maybe in my lifetime.
Yeah, listen. Let me know. Let me know when it happens, okay? Because I want to watch. Let me know. Let me know the year it's going to happen because I want. So, do you think a team could go 162-0? You think a basketball team would go undefeated?
I think that's inevitable.
That's a slam dunk, right? Because that's only half 162 games. So that's a slam dunk, right?
Yeah,
I agree.
I think that will.
That's actually been done,
I think it is. I think it definitely will be tough.
No, that's been listen. The closest was.
I think basketball is inevitable.
Because the Bulls, if you remember the year the Jordan Bulls, they lost one.
Yeah,
you remember they lost one that year.
Yeah, so
they were close. They lost one, and one of the Laker teams lost two.
Yeah, so that definitely shows that it's that EDC game.
I agree.
It was one or two.
I agree. Yeah, I agree. Because that Bull team, they lost one. I didn't give up. Okay. I'm telling you, folks. John in Breezy Point. What's up, John?
Hi, Mike.
What's happening?
What mental asylum
I have no idea.
calling from?
I have no idea.
Anyway, Mike,